Hey, how are you?
Great.
Okay, it's 5 o'clock. Let's call the meeting of Munster Parks and Rec for November 16th to order. First item is public input. Anybody out there from the public want to say anything? Take it, nobody. Okay, no emails. Seeing no one, hearing about no one, we will close the public input portion of the meeting and move on to the administrative matters consent agenda. First item, approval of last meeting's board minutes. I looked at them, they look good to me.
You look good to Dave. I'm approving.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Vouchers. There is one.
Didn't look too spectacular.
No motion to approve the voucher.
Moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, unanimous. Okay, Park and Rec Department report.
Mr. President and Board, we have just a few things I'll highlight for you. Well, I guess I'm going to highlight one main thing for you. Centennial Park, that's where we've been spending our time lately, at least myself. And all the fallout and issues that we've had to deal with out there with canceling events and getting ready to officially pretty much close down the facility. Our 30-day shoring expires November 22nd, so we've already made it public employees only at this point, because we're covered on workman's comp. The public has been serving at the door to the pro shop. We are storing and using the carts downstairs in the cart storage area of the building, so we'll continue to do that until we are told that that was something the structural engineer gave us that allowance to continue and allow us to get through the rest of this golf season here. So also between myself and Kevin and some of the Indigo folks, we're really kind of trying to prepare for anything that may come in the future, be ready for the next forks in the road, whatever they may be, and be ready for those steps. One of the things we are, at your last board meeting, we talked about the potential about building a new pro shop. I did start to work on it. I don't have it ready for you, an RFQ, if you will, for architectural services to seek that in the future, if that's a desired direction that we want to pursue. So, other than that, you have a written report that we sent out. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to.
You mentioned that the north side of the clubhouse is going to be fenced off. And what kind of fencing are you going to use for that? Only because just as someone that goes there a lot, it's a very popular cut through. So I'm just concerned that people are going to cut through and it's a dangerous area.
Yeah, we're waiting for the fence company to get back to us. We're actually trying to call another one because we haven't heard from the one that we contacted yet. We're looking at a 6-foot chain link fence and probably in posts as temporary, but it'll be run from the building northwest corner and to, if you're familiar with where the stairs come up from the terrace by the lake, at the stairs, it'll kind of angle back towards there's the windows downstairs from the office. That's where it'll kind of angle back to connect to the building. So there will be, if you come down the pathway on the golf cart side, you'll be able to steer and take another path continual. If you take the path coming from the west end of the building, that's one where we're going to put a sign that says trail closed. Otherwise, you'll be either turning around or cutting across the grass to get to the lower path.
So a portion of the walking path will be closed. for sure.
Yeah, there's 2 loops though between the building and the pond. The upper one will be closed. A section of that will be closed because of it. That falls within what's perceived as the danger zone of the.
Okay. Anybody else?
So kids, become a good engineer and build a solid clubhouse so it doesn't fall down. Okay, that's what we want to learn from this thing.
Is there anything else? You mentioned the bridal fair is canceled, but then the teenager holiday party was moved. Did you mean that the bridal fair was moved also, or canceled?
Bridal fair was canceled.
Because that's a big event.
It is. However, I think one of the major reasons why we would have that is to showcase our facility. And now without a facility any longer, why are we putting the event on?
Fair enough.
Especially to take it to another facility that we would have to pay the rent.
A lot of things are canceled. Holiday Arts and Crafts Fair is canceled.
Holiday Arts and Crafts Show, the school originally gave us permission, and then they called us a few weeks ago and said that we cannot guarantee the 6 feet social distancing during that craft show. So the school. And it's such a large show, we really didn't have any other opportunities to take it inside. We are doing, the town hall is doing a light and night celebration here at Town Hall as a town, holiday tree lighting ceremony here on Friday, December the 3rd. And we are trying to see if any of the vendors would consider to come to that, but it's a lot different as obviously that's outside versus inside the school.
Do you know how many vendors are going to be at that so
At
far?
that event right now, are we?
Yeah, tentatively two.
We're at 2, but we just started calling them a week or so ago.
We'll be able to do the 6 foot social distance for that.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Anybody else? If not, let's move on to items for discussion. Walk in the woods, event report.
Walk in the Woods was another popular event this year. We had over 1,000 in attendance, which is comparable to what it was last year. Weather really wasn't on our side this year. For half the event, it was raining. The people still kept coming. It was a steady 2-hour flow with people. We had over 175 pumpkins that were carved by local groups and businesses that we put out throughout the trail at Heritage Park. So a special thank you to Kevin and his staff for clearing that out and making that presentable. We received a lot of great feedback on that event, and people are already asking for it for next year. We did use some of the South Shore Convention and Visitors Authority sponsorship money for this event. So we did go ahead and make about $2,500 on the event.
That'll pay for a break.
Did they donate the
clubhouse?
They didn't donate the pumpkins, right? They give it.
We did not.
They
No,
got
we
them at-
paid for them.
We got them at a discount though?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Anybody else?
Let's-
Okay, next item, Bigger Woods Night Walk.
Beaver Woods Night Walk had a record attendance on Saturday, October 23rd. We had over 1,300 in attendance, just probably 600 more than normal in previous years. The last time that we held this event was back in 2018. 2019 was canceled because of really bad weather, and then 2020 Girl Scouts refused to run the event. So we had an extremely big crowd. Girl Scouts seemed to think that it was from Trick or Treat earlier that day. A lot of people stayed and waited in line to pay. Girl Scouts ran about 5 different scenes throughout the woods. We had Michael Myers come and scare people, walk around, take pictures. He was really well received. We had about 4 food vendors. They did very well. Volunteers did great from Munster High School. Girl Scouts were really happy with the final product, and we made over $5,000 for that event.
Yeah, that's great. It's back. It's always been a really good event, great event. and profitable, too.
So the Girl Scouts made $3,300.
Yes.
We always split it- we used to split it with the Boy Scouts. What is the story with the Boy Scouts? How come they're not involved?
They withdrew from the event years ago.
Really?
I think the numbers when they played it, last I remember.
Michael Myers. Anything else?
There you go. There's your next speaker, David.
Next meeting is
Tuesday, December 7th at noon here.
Earl Harvey meeting here. Okay. With that, we need a motion to adjourn meeting, right?
We do, but I don't know if you want to give.
Why not?
I don't know. Are you ready? Are you done?
I think we're done.
This is
right?
the record, is it the record?
No,
All right.
no.
I'll make a
I
motion
think there was one
to,
that was about 5:03.
We had a record that was 3 minutes.
Sorry, not a big meeting this evening, guys.
Under my.
look, the key is the clubhouse has fallen down and we made money on Michael Myers with Go Walk Through the Forest. Your professor or your teacher will be happy with hearing that stuff.
$200.
That's great.
No, but that's the other thing, if the kids love him, he must not have done a very good job. 'Ause you're
Oh,
supposed
he
to
was
scare 'em.
chasing people through the woods
Oh, okay.
and through the
That's great.
public.
We'll hear
so-
from their attorney later.
Yeah.
He trips and falls.
You say about a what?
Head to the cemetery.
The South Shore, some
Oh.
of that grant money, that's what Joe got it. 'Cause we
Oh,
got
right.
it.
All right, well, we gotta take a picture, so.
You had to pay for
motion
him?
to
You had to
adjourn.
pay for Michael Myers?
I'll second it.
Really?
Motion's been made.
Someone just
Seconded.
volunteered to do that?
All in,
Aye.
All aye.
aye.
You're having a sidebar. We have no
I
idea
was
what's going on.
stunned that we had to pay for Michael Myers, like somebody didn't dress up for that.
Wow. You wanna dress up next time, you can augment your salary. I could use a couple extra